She is a spy.
She was a prostitute.
She was considered so dangerous.
She's probably a liar.
She defames the women of the South.
Did find the memoir, an actual copy of the 1876 book in the bowels of Widener Library, which is Harvard University library, the largest library in the world. And I was just astonished, this incredibly modern heroine, this daring woman who had the gumption to break every rule, every expectation for Victorian women of her time, even so far beyond what we are expected to do today. Only last year, the U.S. military announced that women were now allowed to enter into combat roles. Women get lost in history because they take on their husbands' names. And Loreta married multiple times, so you have to kind of know what that tracing is, because men are a little bit easier to find in history. What I did find her in is many articles, because she actually gets arrested for dressing as a man.
It is for, not just for us, but for the following generations to see that Latina women have always had a prominent role, whether people know it or not.
It provided a place for someone, people thought it was so strange, a Southern California Chinese American woman that was fascinated by the Confederate side. And it's a story, there's so many stories, and you really just told it in a way that was easy to follow for a regular film goer, but an absolute delight for someone that follows history.
Film is finding its audience. People are so hungry for these stories that have been silenced for so long, and that's really exciting.
It was incredibly inspiring for me to see this story about a strong woman who believed in her convictions, but I can hear why people wouldn't really support that.
This is filmmaking in a way. You have to be so stubborn and so believe that you can do this thing, that you must do this thing, that this thing must be funded, that you go on anyway.